Chomp.
Hi everybody and welcome back to UR Supreme Toys. Today we got another Superpowers review. This one's really late, but it took me a while to get this Wonder Woman in hand. So let's take a look at Wonder Woman first. This is a direct repaint of the first release Wonder Woman. Bring in the first release Wonder Woman here. You can see it is completely the same sculpt from head to toe, except it's yellow, red, light blue. Except this one is a gold, red, and dark blue with a red cape. I think both of them look pretty good for what they are. I like this more comic colored style as opposed to this gold. So we have this wonderful card art of Wonder Woman right here. I actually would have liked the figure to look more like this design, but you know, McFarlane is going to try to reuse tooling as much as possible. Look at the back here. We've got the lineup of all the currently released figures from the line. I have everybody except that Black Manta. I don't know if he's a Walmart exclusive or what, but I haven't seen him for sale anywhere yet, but I have seen images, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Got her bio on the back. Wonder Woman has come to represent the possibility and potential of life without war, hate, or violence, and she is a beacon of hope to all who find themselves in need. She stands as an equal among the most powerful superheroes, with a sense of purpose to protect the world from injustice in all forms. Okay. These figures look great in the package. If you are a mint on card collector and you like vintage style action figures, these are like perfect things to have in your collection. But I'm going to open them all because I love jamming as many figures as possible on a single shelf, and these are just the right size for that. And here we have her invisible jet. I like the box art because it's just the silhouette of a jet against the package colors, which is pretty neat. And this continues on to all four sides. We have the invisible jet, Wonder Woman's jet. The canopy opens. Capture Claw. And seats one figure. It should at least seat one figure, and the capture call is pretty neat. I guess you got her, looks like her golden lasso is the rope for the claw, so that's pretty nifty. And I've been pretty excited to get this. I like cheesy things like this, and this invisible jet is harkened back from the Super Friends era, and I really can't wait to open this and look at it. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go. Alright, so the invisible jet actually comes in 4 different pieces. You have the main cockpit, the 2 side thruster wings, and the tail. Now this is a translucent clear plastic. These plastics are beautiful when they're brand new, but in most cases they tend to, over time with age, begin to yellow. I expect this to be the case for this item in the future at some point, that it would turn yellow. That being said, right now it looks gorgeous. It's perfectly translucent. I love that you can see the actual little capture claw mechanism spring in the back of the tail. I am worried about this because the Batwing from the first series of Superpowers had a very rampant quality control issue with the canopy breaking, and I certainly hope this doesn't follow suit. I'd hate to have to try to find another one. Let's pop the wings on and the tail. They clip right into place. And this is actually going to double as a mechanism. These thrusters remind me a lot of the Naboo Starfighter from Star Wars Episode 1. And these will fit in these little slots right here. They're big grooves, and then you slide it back to lock it in place. It's actually a pretty neat feature there. So if you wanted to take it apart later, you could easily do so. And there you go, the invisible jet in all of his invisible glory. Now the Wonder Woman symbol here doubles as a canopy opening button, and it opens nicely. The mechanism seems sturdy. I'm not going to horse around with this. The spring is definitely not as tight as the Batwings was, so possibly this won't have the same issue. Hopefully they became aware of that problem and fixed it in this vehicle. So I guess the capture claw just pulls loose, and you actually pull it out and extend it, and that just pulls it right back up. That's nifty. I'd be cautious about this plastic slamming against itself, because this clear plastic can at times be brittle, but then it just clasps right back in the bottom. So that's pretty cool. I love that they made the golden lasso the rope for the capture claw. The biggest gripe I have with this Wonder Woman figure and the one previously released is she does not come with her lasso of truth, and I did not understand why. So let's have a look here at Wonder Woman. These are very basic style, Kenner-esque action figures, but I can tell you right off the bat that the paint apps have quite improved since the first wave of figures, and she is very clean in the face. Her mouth and eyes and eyebrows, her tiaras, all well painted. I love the matte color of the hair, and the hair is actually well sculpted for this style of figure. The bodice is a bit runny with the flesh paint running into the grooves of the uniform, but from the front you're not going to see it very much. She has the typical 7 points of articulation. She's not going to get a lot of head movement, but you can get some. Of course, her shoulders and her hips and her knees. So she is very posable. And then she has her cloth cape. Now this is a thinner, more free-flowing cape. It's kind of as cheap as you can get for a cape. I like this cape better than the one that came with the first release Wonder Woman. She has that more sturdy fabric, similar to the first release Batman and Superman, but it's not that bad. I think it looks good, but I prefer the light blue cape over this one. But they both look pretty good. I think they're decent for what they are. They're like sisters. Does she fit in her jet? Let's see. The cape is very soft, so you shouldn't have a problem with her bunching up. Her legs, alright, they immediately totally dropped the ball. Since her legs sort of bow out when you bend them, they're not like the men's and they go straight out. It doesn't quite fit in that hole, so you're going to have to bend her knees a little bit to get it past this little slot in the bottom so that she can actually sit down. And then her head's going to hit, so then you got to like sort of force her in there. So you'd have to sit her legs all the way up, bend her knees a little bit down so it'll clear that passage, and then you have to bend her knees back up so that she'll slot down into the seat. That's a bit ridiculous. That was easily remedied if they would have just paid attention to the construction of the figure and the jet. That being said, this is really fun. This is a fun toy. She's literally in a clear jet. I love this. This is for $30 you can have this nice little set of Wonder Woman and her invisible jet. I love it. It looks fantastic. This is going on a shelf, or you could hang it from some fishing line from the ceiling and it would look fantastic. This is lovely, and that mechanism works very well. I wish there was a way to drop the capture claw without having to pry it out of the bottom. Like a little button or lever to pull it would have been nice. So let's see if we can capture the other Wonder Woman here. It does ratchet open and closed. Got Wonder Woman. And she captured her. Captured Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman captured Wonder Woman. Fantastic. This is a great little toy. As mentioned, this clear plastic tends to be somewhat brittle over time and with play. So if you're buying this for your kid, keep in mind they're probably going to break it. It's easy to snap these wings off in one direction and this tail. But as a collector piece, this is perfect. It's amazing. Look how great it looks. It's just spin it around. Love this thing. This is a great toy. This is a fantastic little toy. It's so simple. It's funny how something without any paint apps can look so good. And it's like a little glass bottle with Wonder Woman inside. I love it. Great toy, McFarlane. Great job. Anyway, this has been an unboxing and review of McFarlane's Superpowers, Wonder Woman and her invisible jet. And I am UR Supreme Toys. Thank you so much for watching.